The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And our live game is Manchester against Brighton. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Debuchy tries the Route 1 option. Manchester have this frantic spell of games. Fixture congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager has got to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep a freshness and energy about the team.
Rafael Varane. Out to the left it goes. Manchester were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Marco Verratti. Debuchy. Looks to slip it through. Shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
Hoists it high. Memphis Depay. Up he gets! He's delivered all right! The breakthrough strike! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
And that is going to ensure his place amongst the leading goal scorers in this competition. Manchester go ahead, 1 goal to the good. None shall pass, that's the message there. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now the pass. Goes for goal! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Spoon forward. Martial passes it through. Pogba. Shaw. And it's Memphis Depay. Rashford. Looks like a good ball through. Good idea, just poorly executed. Aimed forward. Chipped through. Dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing. Cassano with the ball through. Rashford showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Brighton get it back again. Lobs it in gently. Shot at goal! And that really should have hit the net.
Well, one moment there was a little bit of space, Peter, they could have worked with, but the next it was shut down, and it was shut down extremely well.
Cassano tries a through ball. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, and that was all about the through ball. Great control, and the weight was perfect.
It's gone for a throw-in. Manchester are looking odds-on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. Pogba. Oh, he's not going to get that. Throw in. Out towards the flank. Who's going to make this theirs? Cuts it out. Cassano. The referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Manchester leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Manchester carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. Rafael Varane pumps it upfield. Now the pass. Rashford was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack, goes long and forward. Looks to dink one in, steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Marco Verratti. Aimed long and direct. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Marco Verratti. And it's Rashford. Brighton keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Martial, already of course on the score sheet. Martial. Heads it! Sticks it away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Manchester get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Pogba passes it through. He can get that clear.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. Done very well to intervene. Hurtles into the tackle. Played out to the right. Rashford. Gets good distance on it. Marco Verratti tries a long pass towards the front. Marco Verratti gets it back. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Manchester look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Martial is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Murray. Schweinsteiger. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And it's Murray. Pogba. Goes long. Memphis Depay. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, that could so easily have been game over. There would have been no way back from 3 behind.
Pogba floats one over. And the shot! He should have put that one away. Just 5 minutes left. Marco Verratti concedes a free kick for that. Martial. Pogba pumps it forwards. Martial with a delicate ball. And the defence can get it clear. Rashford. That intervention was very necessary. Away from immediate danger. It's a loose ball. Murray. Pogba battles to win it back. Looks to slip it through. And that's that. Manchester can be very happy with a job well done. An efficient win for which the players simply did enough. Your reflections then, Jim?
Manchester have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle.
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And our live game is Arsenal against Manchester. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
So it's away we go then. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy has got great potential, and it's Paul Pogba. Not many players leave Manchester United and become better, but he's one. And not only has he improved his game, he's now one of the very best at what he does. A truly great midfield talent for me.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Defence has got rid of that. Now it's Schneiderlin. Tries a through ball. Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Oh, that was a lovely little dink over the top just to get the runner in on the keeper, and what a pity he just couldn't produce a goal from that. Well, this is how to grab a game by the scruff of its neck. Front foot football with real intent.
Koscielny. Hector Bellerin. Arsenal have been very strong at home this season. In fact, still unbeaten here. Mesut Ozil. Memphis Depay. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Ramsey. Arsenal have their manager to thank for the last result.
Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on, and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula in itself.
It's a long forward pass. And it's Cassano. Clichy. Manchester have begun the game in high-octane fashion.
Well, it's been a very purposeful start. I can add powerful too. They've set about their task with terrific energy.
Rafael Varane does well there, alert. Now it's Martial. Cassano, now the pass. Has a hit! Oxlade-Chamberlain finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. And it's Ozil. Pogba battles to win it back. Mesut Ozil has got himself a free kick. Oh, good ball. Oh, that's neat. Chance! Oxlade-Chamberlain with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
And at times there, it looked as if a couple of those defenders were reluctant to stick a leg out in case he went down, but it was a positive, daring run, which is always good to see.
Hector Bellerin. Mesut Ozil. Non-shell pass, that's the message there. Yes, it's in! The breakthrough strike! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Manchester give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
Ibrahimovic. Mesut Ozil boots it upfield. Coquelin. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. Pogba. Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's come loose. Mesut Ozil with the ball through. He'll have a dip! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, they just weren't able to deal with him. You know, he was allowed to go straight through the middle and angry at himself for missing that.
Has a swing at it! That had everyone off their seats.
Well, I think the keeper knows all too well that there was no getting anywhere near that. That's a big escape.
And it's Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay tries lifting it over. That's a corner kick. Keeper's ball. Manchester are in control here on the brink of half-time. Welbeck. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Aimed long and direct. Cassano passes it through. This could fall anywhere! Schneiderlin. Looks like a good ball through. Needed a better pass there. Welbeck. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Welbeck shoots! It's anyone's ball. Keeps everyone guessing. Oh, the ball's come loose. Schneiderlin pumps it upfield. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Manchester, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Manchester going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Rafael Varane. Schneiderlin. Manchester have a very fine defensive record over recent games. Ramsey. Mesut Ozil. And it's Welbeck. Out to the left it goes. Schneiderlin. Pogba. Clichy. Ibrahimovic looks to slip it through. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Mustafi gets it away. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Mesut Ozil. Coquelin plays it out to the wing. Now here's the through ball. And it's Ozil. Who's going to make this theirs? Looks like a good ball through. Ibrahimovic.
Arsenal have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Mesut Ozil. Early ball.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Ibrahimovic gets it back. Memphis Depay. And the through ball is intercepted. Mesut Ozil. Forward it goes. Memphis Depay. Let down by a lack of accuracy. And it's Welbeck. Mesut Ozil. Your impression so far, Jim? Cassano with a definite fell there. Schneiderlin.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up...
Schneiderlin is fouled. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Pogba taking charge of the dead ball. Top save! That shot was travelling. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Arsenal have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Schweinsteiger. Cassano. Steered out wide. Great leap! And in it goes! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted, into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Manchester take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in. Now, can he capitalise? He's gone for it! Danger averted for now. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
And if they don't get the job done from here, he'll look back on that moment and know he should have made it a 3-goal cushion. Should have finished things off.
And he's there to hoof it away. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. The final 5 minutes. Elneny, plotting from out on the right-hand side, aimed forward. Plays it over to the other flank. Tries a through ball. Ibrahimovic. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Memphis Depay hoists it high, and the defence can get it clear. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Cassano sticks in a foot to win it back. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester can be very happy with a job well done, an efficient win for which the players simply did enough. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game, and goal scorers
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And here we have Manchester against Chelsea. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
So it's down to business here. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've got to go for a man who rarely makes a mistake, Thibaut Courtois. A great shot stopper, but then again, so are most other keepers. But what sets him apart, for me, is the way he commands his box.
Shaw with a definite foul there. Conte. Cesc Fabregas. Conte plays it out to the wing. A chance! Surely! Manchester are so impressive on their own patch, unbeaten here all season. Conte. Hazard. That's a throw. Hazard gets his foot in there. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Memphis Depay lobs it in gently. How about it? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
Passes it through, and now they can launch a counter. Martial. Manchester have been defending beautifully lately. Conte finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Matic does well to read it and intercepts. And it's Willian. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Tries to stroke it through. Cassano shoots! Just off target.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Costa. Marco Verratti. And it's Martial. Plays it out to the flank. Cassano. Matic gets it away. And play for a throw. Hazard. Costa battles to win it back. Pogba pumps it upfield. And it's Cassano. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Costa. Pogba. Shaw. Memphis Depay with the ball through. Cesc Fabregas. And it's Diego Costa. And the through ball is intercepted. Oh, good interception. Who's going to make this theirs? Martial. And he's there to hoof it away. Conte puts his foot on the gas. Looks like a good ball through. And he's cut it out. De Gea gets it upfield. It's a long forward pass. Played out to the wing. He's had a shot! And that really should have hit the net.
Right in front of goal like that, and he's gone and missed it. I won't have to tell him that's not good enough.
Matic gathers from the goal kick. And it's Azar. Tries to get it forward quickly. Azpilicueta looks to dink one in. A very fortunate escape indeed.
Well, what can you say about that? It's difficult to know whether to criticise or sympathise. I'll favour the latter because we've all done it. You take your eye off the ball and...
Willian conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side, tries a through ball, nicely controlled, marvellous goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
What about that, Jim Beglin? And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And the action is back on the way.
Manchester don't need to press the pass.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Conte pushes it out wide. Looks to slip it through. Spoon forward. Aimed long and direct. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. And he has been fouled there. Diego Costa shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a lovely first touch, and that allowed him the space to get the shot away. It's excellent technique.
Costa, now the pass. Memphis Depay makes himself available. Martial looking to get on the end of this. Chelsea have a poor touch to thank for getting away with it.
Well, those are the kind of mishaps that all players experience through their careers. A mistake when you least wanted it, and it's just very annoying.
Matic. And it's Willian. Where to from here?
Chelsea have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Martial with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
And the ball's come out! Azpilicueta can hoist it clear. Shaw. And that has put paid to that. And it's Martial, tries to dink it in. And through to the goalkeeper. Chelsea seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Memphis Depay tries a through ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Defence has got rid of that.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Now it's Costa. Azar. Conte. Oh, glorious footwork! It's a good-looking cross. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Cassano is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Martial. And it's Cassano. Looks to thread it through. They've managed to get it away. Rapidly approaching the end. The undefeated run now looking all but over.
Yeah, it's very much looking that way, but
what?
Well, what I'm trying to say, Peter, is that recent form and confidence levels, that might say otherwise. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that it's hard, but if anyone's going to turn it around, I think it'll be them.
Away from immediate danger. Memphis Depay. Martial. That's a brilliant interception. Willian tries to switch the play. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward it goes. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Zuma. Conte. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. It has ended in disappointment, defeat and back to the drawing board.
Well, once they went behind, I just wonder whether the manager can be pleased with himself. I thought he could have done a little bit more to get them back on level terms.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And our live game is Manchester against Everton. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
So off we go then. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Not the easiest, but I'm going to keep more of an eye on Romelu Lukaku here. He may not look the most polished centre-forward, but he has a physical presence about him. He's good on the turn for a big man, and he loves to work the ball onto that very powerful left foot.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. He's got away with one there. Defence has got rid of that. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Whistle's gone, that's foul. Played out to the wing. Martial. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Marco Verratti gets his foot in there. Martial tries a through ball. He's had a shot! He's scored! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
And that is going to ensure his place amongst the leading goal scorers in this competition. Everton trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Now the pass. Lukaku is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Memphis Depay, cut out in the nick of time. Manchester making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the moment.
Manchester suffered their first defeat of the season last time out, so time now to put that right. Rooney boots it upfield. Passes it through. There's no flag! Manchester scoring in the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. Looks like a good ball through. Memphis Depay tried to play it through.
He timed this run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
And it's Lukaku. How about it? No, he couldn't get hold of it.
I think he's done very well to get into such a good position in front of the goal, but he just couldn't put in the telling touch.
Ball's out on the left now. Memphis Depay. Oh, glorious footwork! And he's there to cut it out. He can get that clear. Rooney. Verratti. Besic, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest.
It's a baffling decision to go it alone, Peter, when the odds were stacked against him. Just had to get his head up and look right.
Blint. Thrust towards the front line. Everton with a lucky escape, one inadvertent touch to the rescue.
Well, those are the kind of mishaps that all players experience through their career.
Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Has a shot! Shaw goes on a charge down the left. Marco Verratti. It's a long forward pass. Shaw, aimed long and direct. Rooney. Good idea, just poorly executed. Shaw tries a long pass towards the front. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Lukaku. And it's half-time here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they're playing a game of wait and wallop. Let the opposition have the possession and defend in numbers, and then Wallop hit them hard and fast on the break. It's worked once and they can do it again.
Manchester leading 1-0 at the break. Manchester carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Blint. Everton, whose last result owes so much to the astuteness of their manager.
Well, Peter, he was lauded by the media, and quite rightly too. I think what he did was clever and decisive, and it just goes to show how tactically astute he is.
Rooney. Pogba. Shaw. Rooney. Good clearance and very necessary. Marco Verratti looks to slip it through. Besic. Marco Verratti with the ball through. Towering header! Back of the net! And with that goal comes comfort! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Manchester grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Goes for goal! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Yeah, and that was all about the through ball. Great control, and the weight was perfect.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Spoon forward. Blint plays it out to the wing. Aimed forward. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted.
Everton have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Balassi. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Marco Verratti. And it's Balassi. Played it early. Shoots! Oh, great save, real class.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Has he picked him out? Out of play for a goal kick.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Blint. Pogba, great challenge. Everton have a poor touch to thank for getting away with it.
Well, what can you say about that? It's difficult to know whether to criticise or sympathise. I'll favour the latter because we've all done it. You take your eye off the ball and everyone feels let down.
And out to safety.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Deulofeu. Pogba. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Marco Verratti battles to win it back. Pushes it out wide. Tries a through ball. Steered out wide. That's gone a long way up and away. Everton have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 16.
Schweinsteiger.
Number 24.
And the defence can get it clear.
Number 31. Number 15.
And it's Schweinsteiger. Lukaku. Out wide to the right. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Memphis Depay, a scorer already in the game. Besic. Now the pass. Comes in hard, but he's taken enough of the ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's Lukaku. Knocks it towards the front. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's offside. Yes, it is. Memphis Depay tries to get it forward quickly. Deulofeu. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester kept such a high defensive line and squeezed the game with really good pressure on the ball, and it made the big difference. It helped them to control things to their liking, and they look comfortable in it for me.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to our players. Job well done.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Chester, Leandro Bacuna. Manchester were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Tries a through ball. There's no flag. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Now it's Martial, tries to dink it in. That's gone a long way up and away. Ayew pushes it out wide. A real chance to break. Shaw tries to get it forward quickly. Pogba tries the route one option. Couch looking to get on the end of this. Ayew, looks like a good ball through. Cassano, ball's loose, who's getting there? Away from immediate danger. And it's Martial. Manchester are the most prolific team in the league this season.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them, because it needs livening up.
Leandro Bacuna. Ayew, this is promising. Rafael Varane. Ayew. Grealish, well positioned to make that interception. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Aimed long and direct. Has a look and has a go. Good strike, quite an alarm. Shaw. Couch. And it's Shaw. Pogba.